And we are live. Welcome to Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing. Joining me today, I've got my two electrifying co-hosts. Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
Yo, I'm Mac. Thank you guys for joining us. I know I said last week if we beat the Niners, I'm lighting this up, but didn't have a chance to test out my laptop to bring it outside. I don't think the wife would care for me to be smoking a little cigar in the house, so I'll just mimic like I'm smoking it. But hell of a win. Thank you guys for joining us.
Smoke that cigar like we smoked the Niners, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Mac. You can find me on Twitter at AZSportsFiend. That's FIEN.
And it's Jackie. You can find me on Twitter if you're not watching on my Twitter at JSanDiego. That is with 2 O's. And I suck because I did say last week that I was going to show my face again and pop some champagne and crank my hog.
Wow.
But
I said crank my hog.
I know, but remember Sunday in the group chat I said in solidarity, Will, I'll crank my hog too.
I'm cranking my hog. Y'all just can't see it.
Just do a boob reveal. You'll be good. Everyone will accept your apologies.
No, so next week will be our 100th episode. So we're going to brainstorm some fun things for next week, and that's when I will bring in the champagne. I will show my face. We might crank our hogs. We need you to crank your hog in solidarity with us. But enough of that. We got 99 problems, but the fucking 49ers ain't one.
Jack shit, baby. There was a point, and that point I can specifically pinpoint, where I was ready to turn off that game and just go upstairs and play Fortnite and cry. It was when we had that punt blocked, I was done. I was like, I've seen this before. We're gonna lose pretty badly. This is gonna be embarrassing for everybody involved. But then
I was taking a dump during that because I was like, what happened?
I wanted to cry between that and the screen pass that Bosa picked off. Oh my god, I was down horrendous.
Oh no.
I was feral at the end of the game. My mouth was fucking frothing when we got that final pick.
Hey yo.
Oh my god, I was so happy. I've never turned from misery to happiness quite like that before.
Yeah, we knew how pessimistic you were last week that a W was on the way. But yeah, I mean, we're looking at a Cardinals game where we know 124-23 backup kicker. I mean, I didn't think there's a way in the world he was going to make that, but coming up clutch and draining that, giving the Cardinals a huge road victory as we head into Green Bay, which is going to be another tough matchup. Before the schedule starts lightening up a little bit after Green Bay, we got Chargers, Dolphins, Bears, Jets before the bye week. So it's a good time.
I see what you're doing there, lightening up when we're playing the Chargers. That's good, Mac. I like that.
Yeah.
We see what you did there. Now, I do want to alarm some of the viewers and you guys. I will be in attendance for Monday Night Football against the Chargers, and I will be in attendance in Miami.
No.
So you're saying to win this week then. We need to fucking win.
So we need to win because the Jackie curse is coming. Hurricane Jackie is on the way.
Wow, too soon. We'll be back in school now. God.
Skylar Thompson's going to throw for 4 touchdowns against us, and he's going to look like a god.
Oh, shit. I will also be at the Bears game, too.
Motherfucker, go away.
No!
Oh, that's here. Yeah. So you're going to 3 games in a row, huh?
Yeah, holy shit. Look at me. Look at me go. What a year that I'm
in
having.
Miami.
Yes. But luckily I wasn't there Sunday because we got the dub against San Francisco, which it seems like it's been a hot minute since we've beaten them. Now, granted, what did I tell everybody at the end of the show last week?
That everything sucks and we're going 2-15.
Yeah, no, not that. The Cardinals every year, once a year, find a way to win a game that they should not have won. Sunday was that game. because it didn't look like it was going to go our way. We got up early and then just kind of stalled out up until the fourth quarter. Again, there's some shaky things that I saw that I don't want to see next week against Green Bay. But defense stepped up huge. But that, we got a couple 3 turnovers, and that's not a sustainable way for us to win. So we are going to have to figure out a way to stop Jordan Love, who has been also shaky, and stop the run.
And what a run we have to stop. Josh Jacobs, I mean, he's been doing pretty well for the Packers, hasn't he?
Correct. But also Jordan Mason was doing good for the Niners, and here we are. Nick L says, Gannon got the defense playing hard. And I agree. And I was thinking about that today. This last year was his first full year as a head coach. So you played the Niners twice, you played Seattle twice, you played the Rams twice. So I think he's got a pretty good grasp at what, those offenses are doing. And, him and Rallis dialed up a beautiful game. Give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
I will say we have
the second half to holding them to 0 total points. That's huge. That's nothing to just sneeze at.
Yeah, for the second time this year, we pitched a shutout in the second half.
I will say we do have a cavalcade of people coming back. We got, not only do we have Garrett Williams coming back and Matt Prater coming back, but we also have Zay Jones coming into the lineup for the first time. We also have Darius Robinson coming in the lineup for the first time. So this is going to be a new look Cardinals team going into Green Bay.
I don't think Robinson's going to play. I doubt Robinson's going to play.
But
I think we might see some Zay Jones. Is he practicing?
He is practicing at the very least. They were all seen in practice.
He didn't practice today. I actually got a text from a buddy this morning. Remember when I told you guys that when Ertz got cut last year, my friend texted me that there's a big cut coming today. It was that day. But he texted me today. Darius injured at his first day back at practice yesterday. Probably out for the year. They won't announce it until Friday unless it leaks out. So I'd expect it's pretty good. I mean, he doesn't work for the Cardinals or anything, but I know who he talks to. And so I'd expect them to probably rule him out for the season.
Fuck, man.
By tomorrow, unfortunately. And I was listening to the radio. Gambo was going to break some, but he had no info on it either. So you're hearing it here first. Let's see if my buddy is right. But yeah, first round pick Darius Robinson looks like he's going to be out for the season after coming back and sustaining an injury first day back at practice.
Fuck, man.
Well, that's it, boys.
Season's over. Season's over. 3-15. 3-14, baby. I never doubted it for a second.
Now, with that being said, and again, this is not official news. This is just rumors. Do you think we go out and try to sign somebody?
I think it couldn't hurt.
Trade?
I wouldn't sitting out there in week 6 that's gonna fucking do anything for you.
Well, if you want to spend a lot of draft capital, Dexter Lawrence with the Giants. If you want to spend very little, Carolina has Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, I don't see Austin Fort going out there and getting anybody. I mean, we'll see, but that just doesn't really seem to be his MO from what we've seen over the last year and a half. Ride with what you got. As long as Kyler Murray doesn't rush for less than 4 times or less than 5 times, it's damn near a win. That was good to see him coming back out, having 7 rushing attempts, 83 yards.
Pointing to the fucking end zone at the 45. Baller. So cool.
Not only that, but as soon as he gets in, he's chirping at fans, he's yelling, he's pumped, and that really set the tone for the game. Even when it felt like we were down and out, I think our team rallied and kept the momentum. So that was nice to see that big run. And I had said, I think in our group chat, I'm like, Will, they listened to the podcast because what did we say last week? Kyler's got to get more rushing attempts. And they have to roll him out because I don't know if it was the first play of the game or the second play, something. But he had a nice rollout pass to I forgot whomst. But we
Tip right. Speaking of which, Speaking of which, just the tip of the day, Tip Ryman caught a couple of passes, and he looked pretty good.
Tip Ryman also blew up Nick Bosa, so you
One
love to
catch,
see
5
that.
yards. Yeah. No, it was nice having Trey McBride back too. That's huge. 6 catches, 53 yards, 22 yards was his longest catch. So, I mean, you're having an all-pro type tight end early in his career. That's what Trey McBride's developing into. And you can tell the running game was that much better too. With James Conner nearly eclipsing 100 yards, 86 yards on only 19 carries. And he was running like a man possessed. So when you have James Conner rushing over 80 yards, same with Kyler Murray, that's a recipe for success for the Arizona Cardinals.
I will say that that final drive of ours was a fucking masterclass. Just seeing our team come together and put together that much of a drive where we milk that much of the clock and get them pinned like that. That was beautiful.
I love seeing Michael Wilson come back, 5 catches, 78 yards. I know I ripped him last week, but he's a big part to this offense. This offense his team's not going anywhere if he can't stay on the field healthy for one and then be productive.
And again, I think I think the team listens to our podcast, guys, because every guy that we ripped last week stepped up in some way this week. Michael Wilson learned how to catch a fucking ball. Kaiser White, that we said was kind of been non-existent this year, got that interception at the end. Jalen Thompson, who we said has been MIA this whole year, he had a great game. Yeah. And you know what I love to see too on the defensive side of things is that Rabbit and Max Melton had more playing time this week. So I want to see their snap count go up because it's positive things.
So, Jackie, this leads us to the obvious question. Who is your big dick player of the week?
That was a tough one to pick because just a lot of things went right this game, finally, for us. But I got to say, Jesse Luketa for punching out the ball. I don't think Luketa has played at all this season up until that point. Because who was it? Was it Mac Wilson that made the tackle?
I don't remember. Mac, do you know?
Yeah. I think it was Mac Wilson that got the tackle. But Luketa, being smart and not giving up on the play and just Superman punching that fucking ball out, genius.
Nick L predicts 2 sacks and a forced fumble for Gardeck this week.
I like it.
Yeah,
it looks like Jesse Luketa did not practice or he practiced limited today. So he was one of the players that popped up on the injury report. So the injury report's kind of getting a little bit long, but same with Green Bay.
Nick L also says, Chad Ryland, with the game-winning field goal, is my big dick player of the game. We were all kind of shitting our pants. I know Will was losing his mind because he wanted to sign Hot Rod. But, when
he's the GOAT!
When they brought out the field goal unit, I think we were all collectively shitting our pants.
When he walked out, I turned away. I couldn't watch it. I was like, I can't see this. I need to turn away.
Down, on the ground, because I'm like, if he misses, I'm gonna fall over and collapse, or if he gets it, I'm gonna fucking jump up and scream. So yes, that's good to see. Especially before the kick, they were talking about how he sucked with the Patriots.
Yeah, he was 60% with the Patriots.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my God, this is not a situation that I would leave up to a kicker that we signed off the street.
I think his previous field goal was blocked, right? Was that the one right before?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was like,
hey guys, I still think we should have signed Hot Rod. Anyway.
And what's interesting, well, not interesting, but what's funny is that the Niners only got 1 offensive touchdown that whole game.
God, that's crazy.
And it really shows how much they lean on their kicker, because Moody gets hurt trying to tackle DJ Dallas. Which, come on, man, it's not that serious. Let bro score. Live to see another game.
That's where you have to make a business decision.
You know, those are their two crutches. It's Christian McCaffrey and kicking field goals. So the Niners are fucking in trouble if they don't have their kicker and McCaffrey. So I think
What's the score on the Seattle game right now?
oh, it's
16-3, San Francisco.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Gotcha.
so maybe Seattle was just fraudulent.
Oh yeah.
We've been knew that.
If Seattle loses today and we win on Sunday, we're in first place in the NFC West, folks.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Then my preseason bets are looking pretty good. Might get a little bit of a cash out.
Which, if you asked us last week, which we talked about,
Yeah, that was bad.
season's over. We're just commit to the rebuild. You know, we are still in contention. We are still in this. As shitty as it might have looked, especially losing those games early in the season.
The NFC West, as bizarre as it is to say, is anybody's to win, except for the Rams. Anyway,
Watch the Rams win the division somehow.
watch them win the division.
What are you sipping on, Mac?
Just a little Coors Light, a little white trash. What about you? What are you guys sipping on?
I had a screwdriver beforehand.
No, Will messaged us and said, BRB, chugging hand sanitizer.
What do you got, Jackie? What'd you say?
This is how down horrendous I am. I initially wasn't going to have anything to drink. I didn't stop on the way home. And then 10 minutes prior to hop in, I'm like, let's go see what's in our fridge. And there's been a Dos Equis tall can that was opened on Sunday and has been sitting there full. And I asked my sister, I'm like, yo, is anybody going to drink this? She goes, no, but it's probably gross. So then I Google, is it okay to drink a beer after being open for a few days? Which has happened to be a very popular Google search. So this is what I have, a very stale Dos Equis.
What'd it say?
It said it's okay. I think I put for a week. It hasn't been a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You just be shitting, pissing out your ass later, but you'll be fine.
Yeah, no big deal. I'm just gonna die of dysentery.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, and I think another guy who's been under the radar is Paris Johnson Jr. He's switched over pretty seamlessly over to left tackle, which is, I don't think a lot of us doubted it, but for an offensive line that's been pretty much been battered and beaten up, he's been a constant force over there to start the season. That's been good to see. The offensive line, I think, is still the biggest worry for me on offense, just the depth in general. You lose Will Hernandez, and then Kelvin Beachum looks like he'll be practicing and possibly playing again this week. So, that's your backup. Hopefully he can stay healthy so we don't have to drop down to, third and fourth string like we've already seen this year.
Here's the question. Should we look into signing Humphreys again?
He's not going to play left tackle. That's for sure.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm good on all that. But yes,
it's a minimum deal. I mean, he's a free agent still right now, coming back from his injury. So it's a minimum deal, and you work him out, and he looks like he could play right tackle. Then maybe, but it'd be for the rest of the season. He wouldn't break the bank or anything for sure.
Culp says he's also not on the field till December.
Yeah, so no.
Damn.
So there's your answer. Unless we go into December and everybody on our offensive line has sadly passed away.
With our injury luck, that could very well happen.
No, don't say that. But no, Mac is right. Our offensive line is a bit worrisome, especially losing Hernandez. Very racist of Nick Bosa to hurt him during Hispanic Heritage Month. So, I was told that he was only racist towards the blacks, but I guess the Mexicans.
Jesus. Where are we going with this?
He's an equal opportunity racist.
That's another reason why it's so vital for Kyler Murray to be able to use his legs and run the ball. This team isn't designed for him to be a pocket passer, sit back there. That's what makes him so special, is being able to break down a defense with his legs, and that's what opens up the rest of the field for his arm. It's not the other way around. So Hopefully, we keep seeing that moving forward.
Shit,
And
I should have.
hopefully, we never see another game where he rushes for one time for 4 yards or 3 yards, whatever that was.
I should have changed my profile picture to him pointing to the end zone.
Yep. You'd love to see it. The little badass toddler taking off for 50 yards. And
Is that how Baby Jackie looks?
Yeah. No joke. One time we were at the mall and I like put her down and she just took off. And then like I'm like running after her and I'm like, when the fuck did she get so fast? So needless to say, my 40 time has taken a dip after motherhood.
How old is she now?
She'll be 3 in December.
Woo!
Woo!
My little
3
one
going
turns 4
on
weeks on Saturday.
16.
I can still outrun her. So, booyah.
Yeah, it's all downhill, Mac, when they become mobile. Shit sucks.
Stealing your car and shit. What the fuck? Get your badass little 3-year-old back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Will, how's on a real note, you guys getting rain out there from the hurricanes at all, or how you guys doing?
It's been pretty sunny in my neck of the woods.
That's good.
God knows if that's going to change in the next few days with Milton hitting down. My classes are going fully online in a few weeks, so that's going to be fun.
For the rest of the semester?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to know that ahead of time, so I got to grab my stuff from my dorm. But whatever.
Are they letting you guys go in there and pick up your shit, or what?
I bribed a buddy of mine to go get some stuff from my dorm. I told him I'd get him a beer if he did.
Nice.
That's it.
Because he was already going. I was like, here's my key. If you get my stuff too, I'll get you a beer.
You gotta give him a reach around.
We're not familiar like that.
You're fine. You're good.
We're not that friendly.
I just want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. I know I've been in and out this year so far. So big shout out to Jackie and Will for holding down the fort, and Colby, who was on while I was gone. And I don't know, did you mention this already? Next week is episode 100. So
100. How dare you take time to go be a father, a good loving father? How dare you?
You don't know for real or loving. You just know I'm a father, but I appreciate the time.
I'm assuming that you carry your demeanor from this podcast to fatherhood. I'm assuming the best for you.
I hope I'm a little bit nicer in real life towards my daughter than I am towards you, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I was about to say, like, one shit take. Are you gonna call your daughter a moron?
But I said, she's a 49er fan, man. You're being disowned. Fuck it. I'm gonna leave you out by the practice bubble. We're gone.
Speaking of 49ers fans, can I just say I have been living. It's been giving me life. Watching them melt down on TikTok and YouTube about our season is cooked, this and that. Brock Purdy sucks. Actually, no, they go hard for Brock Purdy. Like they ride.
Brock Purdy does suck though. Let's be real.
It's not that he sucks. It's just
that he's a check down artist.
He's a game manager.
Yeah.
When the game's on the line and you need to play, I don't think he's going to answer the call.
No.
I was about to call him a modern day Joe Flacco, but then I realized Joe Flacco's still in the league.
Joe Flacco's balling. Or at least he was.
Joe Flacco was balling. We have seen an interesting resurgence of quarterbacks that have been thrown away.
Yeah.
Go to different teams and ball out, which goes to show that coaching matters.
Old guys, young guys, yeah.
Old guys, exactly.
I saw a clip from Brady a couple weeks back where he basically said, colleges don't have programs to build up quarterbacks when they get there anymore. They just expect them to come in ready. And I think that applies to the league too. How many quarterbacks have we seen discarded so readily? I mean, we're Cardinals fans. We know that all too well. But we have seen so many quarterbacks just thrown to the wayside who got better just after they were able to be nurtured in a new system.
And, I feel like not the same thing is happening with Murray, but now that He doesn't have to play hero ball and cover up Cliff Kingsbury's shortcomings. It's doing like I feel like he's in a good place mentally, and it's translating. You know, like I said, like it doesn't look dynamic on the field, but it, you know, like his quarterback ratings have been good. Like he's been playing good football individually. He's not turning the ball over, and he's not making these like crazy overthrows.
He's got a young receiver core too, you know, tough.
And that's what sucks too, is that like, you know, some of the balls have been there, but you know, you're not on the same page with your receivers, or you know, they're not making the pass. Like Trey McBride dropped a touchdown in the end zone.
Yeah, please don't sit all the fucking starters in preseason again. God, have we not learned our lesson?
Oh my God, that was agonizing.
By, you know, miss the playoffs by a game or something, you could easily point back to that, because it definitely felt like, you know, a hot second to kind of get the offense started again. And I mean, even now, you still haven't seen a full connection between Kyler and Marvin Harrison. I mean, thank God, you know, Marvin was able to come down with that fourth down, you know, catch. But that's all.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Of the game. So he finished with 2 catches, 30-something yards. So we still haven't seen them really just clicking on all cylinders just yet.
Speaking of that play, shout out Kyle Odegaard, because when I watched that play in real time on Sunday, it just looks like he kind of throws up just like a Hail Mary pass, and you know, Marv just happened to be right place, right time. But the way like he broke it down was like he knew Marv was gonna be there, but he knew he needed to buy time for the route to develop. So that's why he backpedals, and it looks scary because, you know, we hate to see a quarterback backpedal in that type of situation, and then deliver the ball to Marv.
I love Kyler Murray.
You know, cerebral things are happening.
There are very few things that could get me to hate Kyler Murray. I have been a Kyler Murray defender since day one, and I have been forever vindicated.
Yeah. I love that for you. And you know, I wasn't the biggest believer of drafting him. I've been questioning him more recent, or as of late, I should say.
Who, Kyler?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're in what, year 6 now? I mean, we need playoff wins eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great making all these, you know, highlight reel plays, but eventually we're gonna need to fucking see some tangible wins and losses when it matters. And you know, we're not there yet. I mean, maybe we'll be there by the end of the year, but you know, heading into this last week, we all had our questions and doubts. You guys even brought up the point. If we finish with a top 5 record, you know, not everything is just changed just because of that win. There's still a lot of question marks and still a lot of adversities and hurdles to overcome this season to be where we want to be. But eventually, Kyler's got to lead us to, you know, playoff victories. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters.
If we come out of this week with a W, I can safely say that this team will make the playoffs. Barring any bad injury luck or any bad bounces, this team has what it takes to close out this schedule. The only team that really spooks me on the schedule, you know, outside of the division, is the Vikings. And aside from that, I mean, it's about as easy as you could ask for. We have the 22nd easiest schedule going in.
Lose against the guys that they should beat, and then beat. And Jackie
for sure.
Last week, you know, if
you want to make that leap, you have to take advantage of the games that should be trap games. You have to take advantage of the teams that should just be easy pickings.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think that this team has the hustle and it has the mindset that if it wants to make the playoffs, it can. It just comes down to making that effort. We have seen a defense that should have been terrible this year. We all thought it was going to be terrible. We saw them hold one of the most electrifying offenses in the league to no points in the second half last week.
And in the Lions.
That's insane. It all comes down to our
so hard, you know, that we have $20+ million and up in cap space when this is a competitive team. You know, you got to find the edges in professional sports to get to better yourself than the team in front of you. You know, and we are a little bit handicapped by, or handcuffed, I guess is the appropriate word, by our salary cap and by this defense, just being how young they were last year, a lot of influx of new talent. So maybe it will take a little bit to see these guys play a full game. It's really nice to be on the road and do what they did against San Francisco. But we need to be able to stop a team for a full 60 minutes, and hopefully we'll be able to see that here in the next week or two, coming down before we get to the bye week. Because like we just mentioned a little bit ago, you got a little bit break in the schedule after Green Bay. You got the Chargers right after that, so we got some winnable games coming up, and hopefully we can just be rolling on all cylinders heading into the bye week.
Can I give my weekly it could be worse?
Yes.
Yeah.
This week, the Carolina Panthers got absolutely bitch smacked by the team they give all of their draft picks to.
Yeah.
36-10.
That was awful. Yep.
It can be worse, my friends.
DJ Moore, 2 TDs. Yeah, fuck me and fucking fantasy. God damn it.
I want to go back a little bit to what I was saying earlier about the defense.
Defense.
Huh?
Nothing. Not making fun of you. Go.
Oh, okay. When I had mentioned, Rabbit getting a little more playing time, with Melton getting a little more playing time, I was listening to Joe, aka the Cardinal Rule, his little what does he call it? Where he breaks down like the making the grade. That's what he calls it. Where he's breaking down the PFF grades and kind of telling you what the data is showing. And he was talking about Sean Murphy Bunting, who we were all bitching about in the chat on Sunday. Him not playing very well, for lack of a better term. He sucks.
Sean Wifey Hunting.
Yeah.
Sean Wifey Hunting.
And he pointed out that, he's not meant to be a CB1, but he is. He has to be because he's a vet. So he's getting the toughest assignments. So yeah, he's getting cooked out there. But the thought process that he was pointing out, that you kind of want to start limiting his snaps and Starling Thomas's snaps, kind of like easing the rookies in, getting them ready, coaching them up so eventually they can take over. And I really appreciate that Gannon is doing that, because we've had to throw a rookie, Byron Murphy, into the fire. We had to throw a rookie, Marco Wilson, into the fire.
A rookie Kyler Murray into the fire. I know that's different.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about corner, because corners, in my opinion, the hardest position to play, especially when you're going from college to the pros.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So I appreciate the development, and it makes me really excited to see like the ceiling of these young guys that we've got. They're not having to get the tough assignment, get burned. So I'm just like, I know we want to get the free agents and the guys that can come in and make a difference right now. But if you're thinking long term, which Monty's thinking long term, you really want to get these guys in the best position to be successful in the long term, especially while they're cheap.
And probably your best cornerback right now is Garrett Williams, and he's hurt. So he was limited in practice, I believe, today with his groin injury. So I really wouldn't expect him to be out there. Groins, you don't really want to mess with. He comes back too soon to be out for a year. So what?
I said, groins you don't really want to mess with. I said, ayo.
Yeah.
Have you been messing with some groins lately, Will?
I had sex with a nice-looking woman on Monday, so I guess maybe.
What was his name?
Ha 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 ha.
As long as it wasn't Jackie, we're fine.
I was gonna say, how about that threesome? That was
Come for the Cardinals talk. Stay for discussing Will's sex life.
Stay for the Andes.
Yeah. But, and then on the offensive side of things, there's still some things I feel like we need to work on. The run game wasn't effective until the later half of the game. I mean, shout out the offense for still hanging in there, because once the field goal gets blocked and ran back, that's a momentum killer. So for them to come out in the second half and still try to ground and pound and then finding their groove and getting back into it. It shows that this team isn't going to lie down. And
I don't think
I feel like we've seen that a lot with not the same roster, but Kyler Murray and a Cliff team where they've just kind of rolled over and died in games.
It definitely can't be overstated enough to Trey McBride coming back, in my opinion.
Yes.
6 catches right there. That's that security blanket, middle of the field guy to kind of open it up a little bit. So that's huge to have him back. Like you said, the offense, it does have a tendency to stall, and I do think some of that is to the offensive line a little bit. But when push comes to shove, when you have James Conner and Kyler Murray running the ball as effective as they were, you're going to take that more days than not. So
this was our first fourth quarter touchdown this year, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because what did we say last week? We've only scored a passing touchdown in the first quarter all season. So yeah, that was good to see. The offense moving the ball without the first 15 plays drawn up or whatever. So that was definitely, going in the right direction when Marvin Harrison finishes with 2 catches. So you could see, what the future might be. And hopefully in short time here, starting even this next week, I expect Marvin Harrison to have a pretty massive game coming down one of these next few weeks. It's just bound to happen. He's too good. Kyler Murray's too good and too smart to not be able to get him the ball more than what we've seen, because we saw in the crunch time, who do they go to? Marvin Harrison.
I will say this week's a good candidate for that with Zay Jones coming in and potentially being our wide receiver too. I think it'll open up the offense.
I don't think he practiced. He was limited today. He came back yesterday, got hurt again, and then he was limited in practice as well.
Motherfucker.
I know. We had 4 guys.
Dudes in
guys today that were downgraded from yesterday.
Jackie, get on the fucking field.
What'd you say?
They're gonna throw my ass out there. How about Prater? What's Prater's status right now?
He was limited. Left knee. I'd probably give him another week or so. Obviously the kicker that stepped in there, he did his job at the end of the day. So I would like to give him another week. Let these guys heal up, man. Let Prater heal up. He's an older guy. Give him another week, and then he had 3 weeks before the bye. See how that feels. And then if you missed it, if you're coming in late, I am expecting Darius Robinson to be first round pick to basically be not back for the rest of the season after injuring himself yesterday, his first day back in practice. It sounds like from everything I've heard, and not that I have all these sources and I don't want to be a Johnny or anything like that, but I've got one buddy who gave me pretty good information about Zach Ertz getting cut last week, the morning he got cut, or last year, the morning he got cut. And he's telling me today that it sounds like Darius Robinson tomorrow, they're going to come out and say he's pretty much done for the rest of the season, because he's got a short window, practice window to come back from his IR stint. And with him being downgraded and not practicing today after coming back his first practice yesterday, that's a bad sign. I don't know what it was, what he injured, re-injured, if it was that calf again. But it sounds like Darius Robinson, the Cardinals' first-round pick, will be done for the season. If not, give me all the hate. That's fine. I'm not posting it on Twitter or anything, but the people who listen here, you guys are loyal listeners, and I'm not feeding anyone. I'm not lying about shit. And I wouldn't even say it if my buddy wasn't right last year about it, Zach Ertz. So that's a big blow, because I feel like our D-line is still an area of concern, even though Jordan Mason, he did not find the end zone last week. He still rushed 14 times for nearly 90 yards. So he ran for, I believe, over 6 yards a carry. So that's going to be an issue for probably most of the season, the rush defense.
I got a feeling I'm not getting drunk again the rest of the year. 3-14, baby. Let's get it.
Oh, well, you virgins.
And see, all of this
Virgins.
wouldn't
Au
be,
contraire.
it's not like we're a desperate win now team because we don't have the roster for it. But, with the NFC West being what it is right now, you just can't help but want the team to contend rather than just, okay, we're gonna rebuild, so we're gonna go out there, give our best effort, but it is what it is because we're lacking the talent. Based off what we've seen, based on the state of even the NFC as a whole, we got an opportunity to compete. Even if we're a one and done wild card team, you carry the momentum into next season. You spend a little money, and maybe we got something.
Yeah,
there is no
this year. That's next year. You're going to need to win some games and keep showing that we're heading in the right direction.
There is no clear front runner in this NFC. By the way, Jackie, your man says 3-1 in the next 4. I disagree, but that's me.
And I'm going to be
4-0. You just meant 4-0.
4-0?
Oh, no, 4.
Wow. I am going to double down on the 3-1 too. I feel like
gotta win this week. Gotta win this week.
Yeah, I feel like we hit our floor. I don't think we're gonna get the doors blown off of us again. And like I said, it's not only. What am I gonna say?
Seattle's coming back 23-10, driving the ball.
That'd be the third time that they've given up a lead.
It could be worse. It could be Seattle fans on the verge of a heart attack every week.
Right. No, but I feel like with our coaching staff and this culture that we're building, we're gonna come out ready to compete. I don't think we're just gonna lie down with these games that we should win.
Agreed.
So should we? Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, you guys want to get into predictions? Any last thoughts?
I'm ready when you are.
I mean, going into Green Bay, I haven't watched a whole lot of Green Bay. I was just kind of listening to a little hearsay about the team. I guess Jordan Love's not looking very consistent.
Get ready to learn Malik Willis, buddy.
I like Jordan Love. I'd take Jordan Love on my team if my team was rebuilding in a heartbeat. But you're coming back off an injury, you get hurt week 1. You missed a couple weeks. Still putting up pretty decent numbers. I don't know what's going on with Romeo Dobbs, feeling like he's a little bitch-ass diva over there, wide receiver. Just another wide receiver diva complaining about his reps and shit. So, hopefully that is a distraction in their locker room and the Cardinals can come in there and steal a win. Because I'm sure that the Packers and their fans are probably looking at us, not taking us, too seriously. But the Cardinals, like you said, Jackie, we're gonna be in more games than not, if not every game moving forward. So,
we do have the Packers number.
The last game in Lambeau was at that Josh Rosen game.
Yes.
That was
if
a fun
Josh Rosen can do it, so can Kyler Murray.
Right. It looks like I won Pick'ems last week.
Boo! Stop the count.
Will went 9-4, and Jackie finished with 7 wins. Sorry, Jackie.
Damn, I suck.
All right. Will, are you doing it or do you want me to do it?
I'll let you do it. I can't pull it up on my phone because I'm on here.
All right. So we're looking 6:30 a.m. Sunday in London. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Chicago Bears. Who you got?
That's a punishment right there.
I'm going Chicago.
I'm going to say it's the Jags. I think the Jags are finding a little life right now. And for some reason, that's like a home game for them, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
they always win in London. There you go, dude.
I think we get our first London tie.
I like it.
Oh, don't forget, William. You have to nominate one of these games for your Ass Bowl. This is Will's new segment, the Ass Bowl.
I'm gonna keep waiting. The Bears are good enough that I can't quite say that yet.
All right, we got a interdivision matchup between the Indianapolis Colts, who are heading to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Who you got? You can get tickets as low as $42 right now, folks.
Oh shit. Give me the Colts.
I'm going to take the Colts.
What will Will Levis do next?
Did he get hurt last week? Yeah, I'm gonna go Indy too. Fucking Titans are god awful. No matter who's the fucking quarterback back there, that team talks shit.
All right,
Moving
Nick.
right
I
along.
see you.
What up?
I said, all right, Nick L. I see you. Shout out, Nick L.
Always.
Shout out Nick
Well,
L.
Always being in the chat.
We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Houston, the Texans, heading to New England to take on Drake May, who just got named as the starting quarterback. 10 a.m. on CBS. Who you got from Gillette Stadium?
Texans.
You said the Texans,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Texans. Yeah.
Yeah, across the board. No need to. If the Patriots can win that game and Drake May is the reason, watch out. We might have a little Drake May enthusiast popping up everywhere. But
I've seen this before. I'm not buying it either way.
Oh, Seattle scored 23.
Ooh.
Extra point, be 23-17 now.
Maybe 23 is an unlucky number for the Niners.
Yeah, we won 24-23 last week. All right, we got a tough matchup here. Tampa Bay, interdivision, in New Orleans to face the Spencer Rattler-led Saints. Who you got? You got to go Tampa.
Give me Tampa. I also feel like it. Not only are they like the more talented team, I guess you could say, on offense, but I feel like they're gonna try to use the momentum of the hurricane. I feel like the city needs some kind of like hope.
Wait,
So
did New Orleans get fucked up? I thought New Orleans was good.
No. Tampa's getting fucked right now.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like they're gonna try to go out there and get a win for the city of Tampa Bay.
Tickets are as low as $40, Jackie. You can go catch a flight and be back Sunday evening.
I'm okay.
I am going to take my beloved Spencer Rattler to beat the dastardly Buccaneers. I am going to pick the Saints.
Yep, Spencer Rattler. Drafted him in a dynasty league. People are like, whoa. I'm like, yeah, we'll see.
Fuck your narratives. Fuck everything. It's going to be the Saints.
Yeah, I don't hate it. They got a solid defense. I still just don't believe in Tampa, but I'm picking Tampa. All right. We got the I caught myself saying something I probably shouldn't have. We got Deshaun Watson-led Browns heading into Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Who you got?
I did peek at this.
$56 to watch Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Eagles are favored by 9.5. Over under at 42.5.
I'd take the over on Eagles points. That Brown seems terrible. If I hadn't looked at the schedule a moment prior, I would say this is the ass bowl. Yeah. But it's pretty close. I'm going to take the Eagles.
We have another. Oh, we got two more games that are ass bowl contenders, so don't worry. Will.
I've already picked mine. Don't worry, I've got it.
Oh, Carolina, correct or no?
No.
Oh, Denver.
That's not that. That's nope. Getting colder.
Oh, getting colder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're just moving along. Jackie, who you got?
Give me the Eagles.
Yeah. Okay, that's a sweep across the board. All right. We got the Washington Commanders versus the Baltimore, I was going to say Orioles, Ravens. So that's how far apart are they, Jackie, on a map? What is
that? Miles-wise, I'm not sure, but it's like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. Well, okay. It's probably like more of like an hour and a half.
I was going to say that.
I was thinking in terms like where I lived to Baltimore, but the stadium was a little far from where I lived, the Commander Stadium. But that's going to be actually a pretty good game. But give me the Ravens.
That'd probably be the game of the week, I guess. You could probably look at. You got Baltimore, Jackie?
Yes.
I'm taking Washington.
Ooh, I disagree. This Washington defense is ready to be torn up by a great running back, and what a season Derrick Henry's having. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, I like it.
That game was electric last week against.
I mean, they're still
fucking
favored by
Bengals.
6.5, so they're definitely, Washington's definitely the dog there. But I still don't believe in Lamar Jackson and that receiving core necessarily. But we shall see. The Chargers moving right along, 1 p.m. games at AZ time. Got the Chargers heading into Denver. Who you got?
Ugly game. Aspel running her up. I'm going to say it's the Chargers.
For fantasy, I'm going to go with the Broncos.
Ugh, you have Broncos players in your fantasy team? That's disgusting.
That's how horrendous I am right now. I might fucking roll out Bo Nix.
Oh!
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm going to vomit.
Oh! There ain't nobody out there. You can't get like a Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton. I guess Joe Flacco.
I'd pick up Spencer. I'd pick up Spencer Rattler.
He got me 2 motherfucking points.
Oh, did he really?
But Patrick Price is on a bye.
I'd pick Spencer Rattler at this point over Bo Nix. You kidding me?
No, because all he's gonna do is fucking throw the ball at Chris Olave's head and call him an idiot.
I'd probably give Andy Dalton one more shot. It's at home game this week against Atlanta, but that's if you're gonna go Bo Nix, I'd rather Andy Dalton over Bo Nix.
No, I'm not. I would not touch Andy Dalton. He's toxic.
You touch Bo Nix.
Hey, yo.
Well, we know how you swing. You're in college. You're pan whatever, right? I don't know how it goes.
Christ.
All right. Who you got? I'm picking Chargers. All right. Moving right along. This has got to be your ass bowl then.
Still not it.
Steelers at Vegas. The Raiders.
Still not my ass bowl. I'm gonna take the Steelers.
You're picking the Cincinnati.
It's Steelers and who?
Raiders.
Oh yeah, give me the Steelers.
Yeah,
it's the Prison Bowl.
We're going Pitt.
It's the Prison Bowl, folks.
All right, we got and that Pittsburgh Vegas game, most expensive ticket on the market. You can get them as low as $239 to watch the Raiders in Vegas.
Disgusting. You'd have to pay me that much to watch them.
Yeah, fuck that. Steelers only a 3-point favorite too. That seems like a little trap. I'd fucking hammer that fucking over or hammer them covering with an over only at 36.5. No other games. The Chargers, Denver's at 35.5, but no other game is under 40 after that. I guess Houston, New England, but moving right along, we got the Lions heading into Dallas. Who you got?
Give me the Lions.
Hey, you can get tickets in Dallas right now for as low as $34 at AT&T Stadium.
I bet those are the standing rooms.
Huh?
I bet those are the standing room tickets.
Probably. Go fuck them though. Dallas, you're going Dallas, Jack?
Yeah. No, I'm going to Detroit.
Oh, well, sorry. Who you got, Will?
Holla, holla, holla. We're making noise. Holla. Holla, 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 holla. It's going to be the boys, baby.
Oh, you're an embarrassment. Moving right along, we got the Falcons at Carolina.
Atlanta, next question.
In the land this week at $33. You can go to Carolina right now, folks. Get your Greyhound ticket. Head on out. Go visit. Stop by. See Will. But we got ATL across the board here, or anyone feeling an upset?
I'm not touching Carolina.
Mr. Swag and Surf.
I am starting Kirk Cousins this week over Josh Allen. That's how confident I am.
Good Lord. Jackie, Atlanta?
Yeah.
All right. I think this is the asshole bowl. We got the Bengals heading to New York to face the fighting Giants.
And this is your Will's certified ass bowl.
I'm going
Give my man
Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow some help.
Yeah, I know Jackie's going with that Burrow dick.
Yeah, give me the Bengals. Give me the Bungles, dude.
Who you got, Will?
Mac.
Oh, I picked Bengals.
Hello, 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 hello. Go New York, go New York, go. It's going to be the Giants, baby.
Wow. I'm glad you don't have to do that in your dorm room anymore, though. That like what? 10
Well,
hours.
I'm terrorizing local suburbanites because I'm walking in my neighborhood.
All right. We got the Bills headed in Monday night game 2. Yes, heading down south to New Jersey, Rutherford. You can get tickets to the MetLife Stadium as low as $71 for the Monday night game.
It's actually not bad.
So Buffalo Bills at New York Jets. Bills are favored by only 2.5. Interesting. Jets just fired
because
their
Aaron
head
Rodgers
coach.
sucks.
Jets are a fucking joke of a franchise. I'm going Buffalo.
I too am going Buffalo. Shout out
Duh.
to Kobe because we were yelling at each other yesterday about Aaron Rodgers because I
Do
feel
re
like
mi
he got
fa
Salah fired.
do re mi fa sol la ti do. Go New York, go New York, go. It's gonna be the Bills, baby.
And your game of the week. The Arizona Cardinals are going to Lambeau leap on the face of the Cheeseheads in Green Bay. Who you got?
I feel like this is going to be a lower scoring game. So give me the Cardinals. Like 24-17.
Mac.
I am going to go Cardinals as well. I'm going to go more of a shootout, 31-28.
Oh, okay. I see you.
Well, I disagree. I am looking at the weather for Saturday. It is high of 53 with rain, so it's going to be a run-heavy game. I trust Green Bay to run the football more than I trust this Cardinals team.
We don't play
Give me
Saturday, though, bud.
on Sunday. I meant I'm sloshed.
Will's drunk.
Yeah. But if this comes down to the running game, I have more faith in the Packers running game than I do ours. That's no offense to our running game. We run a fine football, but Josh Jacobs is electrifying. I believe in Josh Jacobs. Give me Green Bay 21-13.
The glazing is crazy, dude. Is your ass hurt from all that meat riding?
Slurp. How's that cheese taste, bud? What was the score?
21-13.
All right.
I think we get our first drive touchdown, and I think we get 2 field goals.
Well, fuck off. Me and Jackie, let's go.
Homers for life.
No doubt. Anything else you guys want to touch on?
Fuck you, Patrick Mahomes. You're on a bye this week. And he's been playing like shit.
Yeah, and somehow they're still fucking 6-0 or 5-0. Fucking crazy.
Let me just say, I hope to God they don't make the Super Bowl because they're such a fucking boring team to watch.
I disagree because Patrick Mahomes throws the football like it's nothing. They are very fun.
Yeah, when he has someone
like
that knows how to fucking catch.
How's your throat feel, Will? Throat feels all right?
Pretty good. His dick's pretty tiny.
Okay, that was a good one.
So the rumors are false. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Why do you think he's dating Brittany?
Sheesh.
She
How's
looks
your
like
ass
Steve
feel,
Nash.
Still good.
All right, we gotta go. I got a baby.
I gotta pee and I need to find something to eat. So let's wrap.
I got to sober up. This has been another spectacular episode of the Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing.
And I'm Mac. You can find me on Twitter at AZ Sports Fiend. That's FIEN.
And I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at JSanDiego. That is with 2 O's. I appreciate each and every one of you that has tuned in, contributed in the chat. We love you. We're planning something special for next week.
100th episode.
Yes, 100th episode. And we are out, hopefully, and stream.
Cheers.